Thank you very much, good people, for coming. I've called this press conference to address the very sad situation in Olkalau, where President William Ruto has ordered a massacre on the Kikuyu people in Olkalau in a futile attempt to force them to elect a UDA candidate. When the IG announced that he would deploy 2,000 police officers in Olkalau, I wrote to him and I told him I had information that there were sinister motives. I did inform the IG that he has lost the control of the National Police Service, and that deployment has been done by Kipchumba Murkomen, Raymond Omolo, under the instructions of President William Ruto. I did inform the IG Douglas Kaja that rogue police officers operating under members of parliament had been dispatched to Olkalau to cause mayhem. There are three groups of rogue police officers. One is under Eric Wamumbi and his wife Betty Maina, is called Nairobi Sierra. Another one is under Dennis Itumbe, and another rogue 40 officers under Charles Karondo of the Communication Authority. The IG admittedly has deployed 16 police officers in every polling station, and voting has been going on very peacefully. Up to now, 54% of the population has cast their votes. The people have been very peaceful and there has been no problem. At around 12 noon, the UDA people realized that they have lost the election, where our candidate is leading with almost 95% of the votes that have been cast. And that is when now they decided to execute Plan B, which has been authorized by President William Ruto, to cause chaos and mayhem, attack polling stations, chase away all the agents, beat up the election officials, chase away the observers, and exchange the votes with the marked ballot papers. As polling station, Gorika and Mombi. Luckily, the people of Olkalau, the true sons and daughters of the Mau Mau, have repulsed these policemen with guns. And I really want to thank our gallant young people of Olkalau for refusing to give in to violence. This gang has retreated to Royal Garden Hotel in Olkalau. That is where they are meeting currently. The three killer squads, and they are under the control of the following members of parliament. And we are ashamed they are people from this region who are brutalizing their own community under the instructions of William Ruto. The Honorable Sabina Chege, the Honorable Kawanjiku Njuguna of Kiamba, Eric Wamumbi, Betty Maina, and the women rep for Kiambu Wamurava. The MP for Nakuru East, Honorable Gachagua, has been organizing goons, and all the goons that are in Olkalau have come from Nakuru, and they are using Molin luxury shuttle. I want to apologize. I alone, when I spoke to a media station, I said it's Molo Line. I want to give undeserved apology to Molo Line because they are not the ones. It's Molin luxury shuttle. This is the team of public transport that has given out their vehicles to take goons to Olkalau to kill the people of Olkalau. This is unacceptable and will be punished. I am announcing to the people of Mount Kenya region that Molin luxury shuttle must be boycotted forthwith, and they will get no customers in this region for agreeing to ferry goons to go and kill Kikuyus in Olkalau. And I want to ask everybody in all 11 counties, forthwith, Molin luxury shuttle must be boycotted and should not get a single passenger anywhere because of what they are doing. I want to ask these members of parliament from this region who are being used by William Ruto to injure their own kinsmen, to beat up their own people, to overturn the will of the people, that they are traitors and they are an embarrassment to our community. Charles Karondo, Dennis Itumbi, Eric Wamumbi, Betty Maina, David Gekaria, Sabina Chege, Wamuratha, Kawanjiko, you are an embarrassment to our community. How can William Ruto fool you to organize violence against your own people? I have been told now they are regrouping. They are planning to storm all the polling stations. And I'm surprised that Ethicon and IBC has said nothing, even after polling stations have been attacked by hooded police. They are moving in vehicles in broad daylight with rifles and wearing masks, and IBC is quiet because they are part of it. IBC and William Ruto are part and parcel. And it is now clear that we shall not have a peaceful general election. I think Olokalawa is addressed rehearsal by William Ruto on how he can use rogue police to subvert the will of the people. I want to tell IBC, from what has happened, we'll be mobilizing the people of Kenya to call for your disbandment. You are an embarrassment to the people of Kenya. This election was very peaceful until you connived with William Ruto to cause violence. These people now have retreated to Royal Garden Hotel, where they are planning to storm all polling stations and disrupt the counting and overturn the will of the people. I am calling upon the people of Olokalawa, all of them who voted to go back to the polling stations, and fortify and barricade our polling stations and make sure that the will of the people is not subverted. I want to tell William Ruto, I'm sure you want to kill the Kikuyu population because you have a beef with us. You must start today with Olokalawa. For you to steal this election, you must kill the people of Olokalawa. And if that is what you have decided, to kill the people of Olokalawa, please go ahead. And I'm asking everybody from Olokalawa, all our young men, women, old men, to go back to the polling stations and fortify them and stop these police goons from subverting the will of the people. We cannot allow William Ruto to subvert the will of the people, to successfully conduct a pilot on how he shall force the people of Kenya to elect him as president next year. IG Douglas Kanja, much I sympathize with you. You are an embarrassment to our people here, not just in Nyeri, but the mountain. This afternoon, Douglas Kanja is my neighbor here. I called a common friend and asked him to call Douglas Kanja and put him on speakerphone and posed to him 2 questions. Why is he allowing William Ruto to use him to kill and maim his kinsmen from the mountain? I asked him to ask him, why has he surrendered the command of the National Police Service to Kipchumba Murkomen and his tribesmen? Because these are Ruto and his tribesmen who have declared war on the Kikuyu people. And Kanja told that person, and I heard clearly, that he has no control of the National Police Service, and what is happening in Olokalawa has the direct authority of William Ruto, and there's nothing he can do. He was crying, saying how sad he is, saying that his work has been taken over by Kipchumba Murkomen, and he is even contemplating resignation ahead of his impending retirement. It is therefore confirmed that this massacre that is going on in Olokalawa has been authorized by William Ruto himself. And we want to ask you, William Ruto, these people of Olokalawa, the people of Nyandarua, the people of this region voted for you to a man to become president. Why have you declared war on them? Why are you unleashing violence on women and children? Why have you converted the National Police Service into a rogue outfit to kill people and to maim people? But I'm not convinced that when William Ruto sent the National Police Service to Haiti, the intention was never to go and help the people of that great country on how to deal with criminal gangs. He actually sent the National Police Service to benchmark and learn how to work with the criminals and goons to assist him to be elected by the people of Kenya next year. I want to say now I'm convinced than ever before that we shall not have a peaceful election, that we shall have anarchy and civil war, If what William Ruto is doing in Olkalau today is what will happen next year, there will be civil war in this country. We have seen it. You, the media, the nation newspaper, the NTV, the journalists who are beaten up, and their equipment confiscated, so that they don't record the mayhem that is happening in Olkalau. So Kenyans must know now, they must be prepared, that we are going to have a big problem next year. We have a compromised IBC working under William Ruto. We have a president who has gone rogue, who is determined to force his way back to power, using whatever method, including killing people and maiming people. And Olkalau is a pilot of what will happen next year. The DCP candidate is leading with 90%. And the people of Olkalau must make sure these results are announced today. And we are asking all members of the public in Olkalau to move quickly from now and occupy and surround the polling stations and withstand the assault that is being planned by William Ruto to overturn the will of the people. Later on, the entire population will move to Olkalau town. 50,000 people around the talent center. And if William Ruto wants to massacre the Kikuyu population in Olkalau, he can go ahead and do so. He has harassed our people enough. He has ruined our businesses. He has sacked our people from KRI. He has sacked our people from the army. He has sacked our people from the civil service. He has sacked our churches. He has made sure our pending bills are not paid. He has attacked us in churches. Now he has decided that he will force us to elect people from his party. And he is prepared to kill people. He is prepared to unleash violence on the Kikuyu population because of his hatred for this community. What has happened today is an eye-opener to my people. Please wake up and know now that William Ruto means very bad thing for our community. And all those of you who work with him, you are traitors of our community. You are shameless. Nobody can believe that Kikuyu's member of parliament can join William Ruto to kill their own kinsmen because of an election. And all of them will be voted out, I can assure you. No member of parliament or senate working with William Ruto to unleash violence on our people will be re-elected. And Moses Kuria, shame on you. You are organizing gangs and goons to attack our people in Olkalau. For the longest, you have been organizing goons to attack businesses belonging to the Kikuyu nation. Our people have really suffered under your hands. How much money do you Kikuyu traitors need from William Ruto to betray your people and turn against them, and brutalize them, and maim them, and use guns? So I'm told tear gas is being assembled, so that when they go to the polling stations and they find our people, they can use tear gas on them. I want to urge our people not to run away. Carry a bottle of water and Colgate to deal with the effects of tear gas. The people of Olkalau, the people of Nyandarua, are the true sons and daughters of the Mau Mau. They cannot be intimidated today. They must put up a fight, and a strong one. It is unfortunate that the men we gave our vote, whom we trusted with our vote, has turned against us. And he is unable to accept that we have a democratic right to choose whoever we want. He wants to force us to choose his candidate, and it will not happen. I'm told they want to try to overturn the results, and if they can't, they cause chaos so that the election is cancelled, and then they have another opportunity to repeat the election once more. Even if the election is repeated 10 times, the results will be the same. They have spent 14 billion shillings in projects in Olkalau. People have said no. They have spent 1.2 billion bribing voters. People have said no. That is the Kikuyu nation for you, Mr. William Ruto. You don't know the Kikuyu. You are touching a very raw nerve. You have now radicalized the Kikuyu nation beyond limit. And you face the consequences of a radicalized Kikuyu nation. And I'll be calling upon this community to boycott all your public meetings forthwith, because you have declared war on the community. We cannot allow you to persecute this community further. You have done more than enough. You have done enough damage to this community. You have abused us. You have called us tribal. You have called us prostitutes. You have used all manner of adjectives to describe this community that gave you power. Now you have decided to use force, to use police to brutalize our people, using traitors from the community. Shame on them. Nobody can believe it. No other community joins another to fight their own people. Eric Wamumbi, Betty Maina, Charles Karodo, Dennis Itumbi, David Gikaria, Sabina Chege, Anu Amurada, Joguna Kawanjiko. What has happened to you? How do you feel today you are in Olokala organizing police to brutalize your own people? I can't believe it. But you'll be served. The only remedy for betrayal. Our people will deal with you at the ballot. I want to thank you. And you have seen in Olokalau, the bodyguard of Betty Maina, the one who attacked us into fire, he's the one who was shooting from the rooftop. What kind of impunity is this? William Ruto, just how desperate are you for this Olokalau seat? Even if you steal this seat by force, the people of Olokalau, the people of Nyandarua, the people of this region will not accept you. In fact, you have really annoyed them more than they were. They hate you more than they hated you before. What you have done today, you've gone beyond limit. We cannot accept this. I had thought really that he would allow the people of Kalau to make their choice. He had spent 15, 16 billion. Don't you have trust in your own money? After spending all that money, why couldn't you wait for the votes to be counted? Why are you stopping the election? Why do you want to interfere with the will of the people? Why do you want to stop the counting? Why do you want to stop the election? Why do you want to kill the Kikuyus? These people made you president. Even if you have no gratitude and you don't want to give them development and you don't want to give them a good business environment, please don't kill them. Don't fight them. And Douglas Kaja, what are you waiting for? Just resign and come back home. You are such a disgrace. President is running the police force behind your back with his tribesmen and you are just there, a flower girl. You are past retirement age. You are given extra years. Just take retirement and come back here in the village and stay with us. Because even the villagers here asking, what kind of a man are you? That your kinsmen are being killed by the very people you command. And you are helpless. And then when you ask, you say, William Ruto is the president. There's nothing you can do. Asante.
Yeah, question, Your Excellency. Yes. What happens in the event that the other candidate is declared the winner in today's by-election?
It is not possible. They will have to kill the people of Lokalau. The people of Lokalau have said the winner of this election must be announced. They'll either have to announce the winner, who is the DCP candidate, or cancel the election altogether. Then we can repeat it again, if that is what we want. And the result will be the same. It will even be worse. They don't even have 5%. And I knew they would not even have 5%. They were just eating Ruto's money. These Kikuyus, I know them, and I talked to them, and I told them. And Ruto is just realizing 16 billion shillings down the drain. That's why he is so angry. That is why he is sending people to kill the people of Lokalau. And Douglas Kaja is just allowing it. Why can't you resign? How do you complain that there's nothing you can do because the president has ordered the massacre in Lokalau? Just resign and go home and come and stay with us here. Surely. Thank you. Anything?
You have a question?
Your Excellency, do you have an independent system of tallying votes for DCP?
Yes, we have. If they allow the counting, and I believe the people of Lokalau will protect the polling station. So far, since 12 o'clock, for 3 hours, they have refused the rogue police officers to gain entry into the polling stations. I am told IBC now is compromised. They are delaying the voting. It has become very slow. So that after 5 o'clock, they can extend the voting time so that the counting can start when it's dark. My instructions to our voters is that the polling centers must close at 5. If you have not voted at 5, don't bother to vote, so that we start the counting at 5. Go and join the people who are barricading the polling station and making sure there's no interference. I don't want any voter who is delayed past 5 o'clock to insist on voting, because what IBC has done, voting was going on very well. About 4% has voted, and it's good. If there was not this disruption for the last 3 hours, the voter turnout was likely to be more than 70%. But 54% is good enough, and we don't have to insist to vote because we have already won the election. So I'm giving direction to our voters, our supporters in Olkalau, that at 5 o'clock, just leave the line and go outside and join the other Wananchi who are waiting to protect the vote, so that the counting can start immediately. If this counting goes on, if our people successfully stop the police from interfering, and I think they will, we have a parallel tallying system, and it will be on my page. There will be transmission of the results instant. It will be instant on our page and on the party's page, so that Kenyans can follow the way the counting is going on before the final tallying is done.
Mheshimiwa, do you see the country going the ICC way if this?
Surely we are going the ICC way, and Akina Douglas Kaja, you'll have a date with ICC. Let William Ruto give you instructions in writing. Let him not instruct you on phone. You remember General Mohammed Ali went to the ICC, letting the country go to the dog. And I could tell this goon thing was just a preparation to build capacity for interfering with next year's general election. And that is why William Ruto put Kipchumba Murkomen there, to recruit goons and bring the goons culture in the country and prepare the country that goons are part of our life, so that goons can interfere with the next general election. And that is why he has been, goons, Gachagua. If Gachagua is one who is having goons, arrest him and take him to court. And if for whatever reason you are unable to arrest Gachagua, arrest his goons and take them to court if they are there. There's nothing like that. And we don't really have a big problem about goons. What we have are rogue police officers who work with goons. Like now the goons in Olkalau have been brought by Moses Kuria and David Gekarian. And they are being backed up by the rogue police officers. Even the DCIO Olkalau, and he is from here. It's a shame. He is the one accompanying goons to harass people. And he's a man from here in Nyeri. I'm so embarrassed that our own people are the ones Ruto is using to brutalize their own people, to kill their own people, to attack their own people. It's something that is incomprehensible, and it's something that I'm unable to reconcile my conscience with. Tuko na inoro. Thengio muno ngwenda kwira andu akarau nimekite wega muno nimaikitie kura maisha gicunje kia 54 na kura icio ni njiganu ni citu. Ruto ni atumire borithi ithukie githurano, na ngwenda gucokeria andu ngatho na nake tondu ni magiritie borithi itonya ituo-ini, na ngwenda kumera matigetikirie, ngwenda kuria andu arathe maguthiete micii macoke. No nginya kura ici itarwo, na tutigwitikiria Ruto agirie githurano giki gitarwo. Mikora ĩrĩa ĩhetwo kũu nĩ ya mbunge, Eric wa Mũbia na Betty Maina, mũndũ ũgwĩtwo Gekaria wa kũrĩa Naikuru, Kawanjiko wa kũrĩa Kĩamba, wa Mũratha kuma kũrĩa Kĩambu, mũndũ ũgwĩtwo Sabina Chege. Andũ acio nĩo mena mĩkora na nĩo marahũthĩrwo nĩ Ruto kũhũra andũ ao. Na borithi ici ciothe irehetwo nĩ Ruto, nĩ twaria haha na Kanja ndera mũndũ amũhũrĩre thimũ, auga maũndũ maya mothe nĩ Ruto tũmanĩte na gũtirĩ ũndũ angĩka. Ruto nĩ ahũrire nyũmba ĩno itũ mũno, rĩu aratũhũra nginya mbara ya mwĩrĩ. No ngwenda kũmwĩra ona angĩtũhũra, gĩtĩ gĩkĩ gĩa Karau ndakũiya, no ũragire andũ othe a Karau. Ngwenda kwĩra andũ a Karau othe arĩa makumĩrĩte macoke ituo-inĩ marangĩre kũrĩa Huruma, kũrĩa AC, kũrĩa Nyakĩambi, na nĩmekĩte wega, na maikare nginya gĩthurano gĩtarwo na matigetigĩre, gũtirĩ kũndũ magũtwarwo. Ciarĩkia gũtarwo andũ othe maikũrũke Karau taũni maihũre kuo, nĩgetha andũ aya matikagarũre gĩthurano gĩkĩ, tondũ gĩthurano gĩkĩ nĩ kĩega na nĩ gĩthiru, na andũ nĩ matuire itua rĩao. Kũrĩa gĩtuo-inĩ nĩ ndĩraigua IBC marenda gũcerithĩria andũ maikie kahora, nigetha gwakinya thaa 11 mauge mathaa nĩ makuongererwo, nigetha kura irĩtarwo ũtukũ, nigetha borithi ciũke gũthũkia. Ngwenda kũria andũ aitũ othe gwakinya thaa 11 ona okorwo ũtaikĩtie kura ndũgatithie ũgĩikia, ũtigane nacio. kura iria cikitio ni njiganu na ciatangathwo mundu withu ria kuhotana koguo ara mataikitie muthii na mbere na guikia kura muthii na mbere guikia kura nginya thaa 11 anake aitu ndamucokeria ngatho muthii na mbere na kurugamirira ituo na mutigetigire kuma thaa thita ni mugiritie borithi ithukie gituo na ni mwikite wega na gutire borithi kundu ikumutwara kuu ni kwanyu nyumu ciana cia mau mutikagure guoya na mutingigura tondu gutire mundu mungitukia mungigura nyumu ciana cia mau ciana ciakwa na ningethete ni inywe tondu kuma riria mitugo ino yanjirie ya Ruto gutuma thigari guthukia githurano tondu ni amenyire ni muhote hari kura iria ciothe cikitio twina gicunje kia 95 na ni maramenya uguo nikio marenda guthukia githurano giki either makigarure kana gitiria ati gigacokerwo ringi ona mangitirio na gicokerwo ringi gigakorwo kiri kiuru gukira uguo kiri koguo njire William Ruto ni unyaririre mugikuyu muno riu uratuhura nginya bara ya mwiri ati uri guku ka urageria gutwenderia mundu waku kia hinya wa UD gutingihotekeka na ni mathaa makurate andu aitu ni matuite itua na andu akara ni andu wega na matingienderio guoya na mathie na mbere na kurugama na kihoto kiao na mathie na mbere na kugitira ituo na matigetikire kwenderio guoya na matigetikire githurano giki kiyo tondu iyo ni right yao na borithi ona cio kona cio kacigana mutigetikire githurano giki kiyo. Asante sana. Thank you very much.